that what we need? That's the only thing we need? Stephanie thinks the only thing in our lives that we need right now is a stand for our phone.
We used to have the...
we do.
I know.
Well, you actually took the last one.
Oh, I do have that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it's
actually,
coming at you next week. No, it's not. 2 weeks from now.
My kids gave me, well, it'll be next week on Thursday.
Oh, it's true.
I'm going to be away on Friday, so next week for Thursday. But my kids, for my birthday one year, gave me a whole video set. It was
That was a great gift.
And they sent,
a really good
it was
gift.
such a good gift, and they sent it in a bag. No, it all came separately. Like the technology stuff came in one box, and a bag that said something cute on it.
Oh, it was cute.
In gold or something. But it didn't make sense.
You didn't return it, right?
No, but it didn't make sense. So I put it in a pile, and I was trying to figure out who sent it and who does it belong to, and this whole thing, because it didn't make sense on its own.
Yes. That's really funny.
Anyway, it was a really good birthday present. Thanks, guys. So we're here to tell you that next Wednesday we have like an unbelievable, exciting opportunity with Lisa Damour. She's going to be our guest, our solo guest on our next workshop, and the title of the workshop is Stop. No, it is not that. The title of the workshop is Help, My Daughter is in Middle School. So if that resonates with you, you're definitely going to want to click the link below that we're going to add after this. And so Stephanie and I have had this unbelievable good fortune of getting to be friends with Lisa Damour and learning from her as parents. And most of the things she says, and I would say almost every sentence, I want to write down and reuse. There are a number of other people who give tremendously valuable parenting advice, and we're so grateful for all of them. There's something about Lisa, and I've always felt it, that she takes these very, very profound, complicated concepts and distills them into actionable items for parents. So I can understand that the concept is big, and I can also walk away completely understanding how I'm going to change my behavior. And for that, we are eternally grateful to Lisa. So the first thing that we're going to tell you is I have a million favorite things, I'm sure you do too. But first of all, most of them I can't retrieve from memory, but I have used most of them.
It's true. You're just not, you're out of practice a little, maybe, because your girls are a little older.
They definitely, the things she suggested unequivocally worked. Like, they changed my relationships with my children. So the one thing that I've been rereading her stuff for next Wednesday night, and I'm going to have to read it, but this is really one of my favorite quotes of hers. You should not measure the success of your approach by how enthusiastically your daughter embraces it. So I just love it, because I always had this, I would say these were my worst parenting moments. In fact, when I thought I did everything right and it didn't get the enthusiastic response I hoped for. And her point is so valid. That doesn't mean they like it. It still could be a good approach. So on quote number 1, thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, that's a good one. And like Sue, there's a million, but one I would say my go-to recently is there when I see there's something clearly wrong. Is there anything I can say or do that won't make this worse? And I have to say, I use it not only for my teenage daughter, but 2 sons, one in college and one in grad school, and I have used it. It's like the gift that keeps on giving, and I think it feels that need to, because what you want to say, at least what I want to say, is, what can I do to make it better? So I can almost start to ask the question I want to ask, but I can stop and recover. So it's really good. So I can't wait to have her next week.
Yeah, and I would say that I have used that over and over again in all of my relationships. I would say even in my marriage, there's that opportunity, because it's so it's just perfect. It's just perfect when someone's having a hard time. And in my house, I did that a lot when they asked me to edit things.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because they would ask me to edit things.
Yeah.
And so the question is, do you really want me? Like, what are you looking for from me?
I learned that from you.
Because I can take a red pen and really kill your
go
paper.
to town. Yeah.
But you're thinking, I have to submit this in 15 minutes, and I really just want you to say that you love it. So clarifying that our goals are aligned, I think, is similar to...
It's so true. And the other thing I will say about Lisa's, and that just reminded me, is the beauty I have seen of using Lisa's, what she has taught me, is that I have watched my kids, particularly my daughter, integrate it into her own words, which I love, because she has said to me, like, You know, she'll go through something, then she'll say, "Oh, it feels so good to vent," which is Lisa's other thing. Lane will hand me a paper or something to read, and she'll say, "Oh, okay, so I just want you to," right? So she knows that that's the drill, which is beautiful. So thank you, Lisa.
If you have a middle school girl, we encourage you to join us Wednesday night. I would argue that, sorry, we're back. I would argue that all of her advice is relevant for any age child and any gender. But in particular, this one is targeting parents, people raising teenage girls in middle school. So hopefully we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yeah. Have a great weekend.